Welcome to my channel. Victoria here. In this tutorial I want to show you how you can make that chunky cropped cardigan. I'm using the chunky knitting machine and I'm starting with the back. So I've pulled out all my needles into the working position and I'm going to cast on using the E-wrap method. I'm using this Robin chunky yarn. It's 100% acrylic. Yeah, it's made in Kenya, and that's where we get it from here in Uganda. So if you have a chunky knitting machine and you have any yarn which can go in, it would be perfect. This is a 3-ply. It's a 3-ply. So any chunky yarn you have that you've always used in your machine can work in this particular one. Can work for this particular project. Yes, so I'm going to make a cropped chunky knitted sweater. I've already seen them. There's one which I made some time back, but I didn't do a tutorial. I only shared a shot of it because I hadn't recorded the process of making it. It was my first time doing it, so today, since we are heading into Christmas, why not? This is the Christmas season. Yeah, and red would really be perfect for the season. That's why I'm also using red. And also red is one of my favorite colors, so I'm making this for myself unless I get someone who wants it. So I've cast on 41 needles and I'm going to knit in tension 7. I'll take my row counter to 0, 0, 0. So after knitting that first row, you remember to hang your comb. Then I'm going to knit 10 rows straight up. So I'll remove this comb. Now I'm going to do manual ribbing. My machine doesn't have a ribber, so I'm going to do manual ribbing. I've ever done this on that little girl's chunky sweater which had puff flowers. So I'll just remove one. I'm going to do 2 by 2 for this. So you just remove one of the rows you've made, and then you manually knit back on the outer part. So I'll be having a purl and stitch for the ribbing. Purl and knit, sorry. So I'll do 2. So after picking that first one, I'm going to do the next one after it the same way. Unravel, and then you pick up that last one, and then you knit it back with your latch hook. So this is what I'm going to do across the whole rib. You can do a 1 by 1, you can do a 2 by 2, whatever you want. So I've done these 2. I'm going to skip 2 needles and then I go to the next one. Pick it up and stitch. For those of you who are visiting us for the very first time, thank you for stopping by Aboki Knits and showing us some love. Please consider subscribing, being a part of this community. Let me know what you think about this video. You can hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. And my returning subscribers, thank you so much for showing me some good love. Thank you. So this is what I'm going to basically do across. It takes quite some time, but you can see how it turns out really so nice. So I'm going to pause the video and I'll finish. I'll come back when I've gone across and finished this whole rib. This is the back area. So after this, I'm going to show you when I am done doing the ribbing. So I've been able to do the ribbing across. Now I'll return my row counter to 0, 0, 0. Increase my tension to 8, and I'm going to knit straight up to 90 rows. No increases, no decreases. I've reached 90 rows from just here. So I'm going to cast off, and then when I'm done, I'm going to leave a long tail because I'm going to join this sweater with a hand using the blind stitch method. I can't join it on the machine, so I'll be joining it with my hand. So if you've knitted your back and you've reached at the back the row counter 90, now this is also dependent of whether you want it that short or that long. So you can knit to your desired length. I didn't shape the armhole, I just knitted straight. Yes, I didn't shape off the armholes, it's a straight knit. So I'm just here casting off. When I'm done, I'm going to show you how we can make the front and also the sleeves. I've already done one part of the front and also another part of the sleeves. I'm just going to show you as I make the other parts. So go on ahead, cast off your wattle sleeve, because remember you're going to join it with your hand and you don't want it to be so tight. So after working on your back part, get ready to work on the front part and the sleeves, and then we shall be making up our sweater. I got a WhatsApp channel. Yes, you can consider following me. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. You can follow me. I'm learning how this channel works. I'll be updating you on what I make. Yes, my knitting live. Yeah, I guess that's what is here to update. So you can follow me on my WhatsApp channel. So I'm going to leave a long tail, which I'll be using to join the sleeve onto this sweater. So this is the back part. Need to stretch it out a bit. I have one part of the front already done. As you can see, it has some bit of V at the front. So I'm going to show you how we can work on this other part. So you'll cast on 21 stitches, still all the same. We are going to do the ribbing the same way I did the ribbing. You need 10 rows and you do the ribbing 2 by 2. So I'm going to do this off camera, then I'll come back and we continue our knitting, because I've already shown you how I did with the back part. It's similar with how you can do the front part, casting on and then knitting 10 rows, in tension 7. Then after you do the ribbing. So I'm going to go off camera. I knit the 10 rows, do the ribbing, and then I'll come back when we are working on the body. Alright. So I'm done ribbing. I'm done with the ribbing. I'll take my row counter back to 0, 0 and increase my tension to 8. Then I'm going to knit up to row counter 50. Now I'm going to do reductions. The first front part I did, I had created the V area this side. So this one I'm going to create the V shaping this side. So I'll transfer a stitch from one needle to the next and knit 4 rows. So I'm going to continue doing this until I've knitted up to 90 rows right from down here. So you can continue with the decreases. After 4 rows, you decrease by transferring a stitch to the next. You keep doing that until you are at row counter number 90. That is if you're using the same size of this cardigan that I'm doing. Row counter number 90, and I'm going to cast off still and leave a long tail at the end so that I can use it to join the pieces together. So this is the front part, one of the front parts. So now we are going to start working on the sleeve, one part of the sleeve. I already did one part, so it's the same way. Still I'm picking up 20 stitches. For the front part it is 20, 21, but for the sleeves it's 20, and casting on all the same, I'm going to need 20 rows. Yes, for the sleeve I'm knitting 20 rows for the ribbing, that is for the armband. Remember, for the body, that is the front and the back, I knitted 10 rows. So for the sleeve it's 20 rows, and I'm going to work these rows in tension 6, a smaller tension, not the bigger tension as the other ones. I'll knit one row. Hang my comb, take my counter to 0, 0, 0, and I'm going to knit 20 rows straight up. So I'm going to still do the ribbing the same way I was doing the arms. So I'm going to pause my camera and I'll come back when I'm done with the ribbing. So I'm done doing the ribbing. Now I'm going to return my row counter to 0, 0, 0. Increase my tension to 8 and knit 5 rows. And then I'm going to do increases. Here one and here one. Increase both sides after 5 rows. And I'm going to do this 5 times. So I've done the increases. I'm doing the increases 5 times. Up to when after the 5 needles. So I'm going to knit straight up to 136, and then I'll cast off from there. Now you can go on ahead and you do your 136 up from right here, straight up 136, and then cast off loosely. All right. I've reached row counter 136. If you're using these measurements like I'm using, so you can stop at 136. If you want it longer, you can add on. If you want it shorter, you can reduce. And then you cast off loosely. You need to leave a long tail that you're going to use to join the stitches. Wow, running this machine, it's like running in a gym. I don't know about you guys, but it really exhausts and you feel your breath is running out. Yeah. So please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. What are you waiting for? Just hit that subscribe button and click on the bell. Yes, and just join our community here. Slowly by slowly, I'll try to work on all those video requests that you've been sharing or sending in the comment section. And thank you also for appreciating the videos that I do. In case you want to reach out to me, you can check on my link tree. You can give me a WhatsApp text, or you can send me a DM on Instagram at abokinit. Yes, and I'll respond as soon as I can. Or you can even send me an email on my email address. You can find it on this channel. Yes, so I'll get back to you. In case you want a one-on-one training, I can still take you through it. You can do it online, or I can take you through physically if you're around Uganda, Kampala. Yes. And that comes at a fee, of course. Yeah, so for any help in knitting, I'm ready to help you. So just leave a long tail. Now we have all the parts together. So just pull it out a bit. So we are going to join all these parts with a hand stitch. And these are all the parts. I have the back, I have the sleeves, and the two fronts. However, for the fronts, before we do the joining, for the two fronts, we have to first do the rib. Yes, we are going to also do this ribbing on the front part, which I'm going to do right away. So you just pick up the stitches right from the top part, put them back onto the machine. This will take some time because I have to need to pick up stitch one by one. Yes, so go on ahead and do that. Pick up the stitches, then after you knit 10 rows, because we are going to do the band as this is. So pick up the stitches one by one, and then we'll do the knitting. All right. So I'm going to knit 10 rows straight. Intention 7, because it's the one I used right down here. I didn't consider the very first one, but that's why I needed 11, so I didn't consider the very first one. Now you can go on and still do the ribbing as we did, and here we shall be good to go. So I want to create buttonholes. I have here, here, and here. Now I'll still do it in the same way for these loops. Just pick up. So when I reach in the middle, I'll just pick up the loops right on the side, and then get back in the middle so that there is a hole created for the button. You can see that. So the same way here, I'll come in the middle, then divert a bit on the side, then get back in the middle. Now I have my hole here. So the same for this. Go a bit on the side, come back in the middle. Now I have my loop. So I'm not going to knit across, I'm just going to cast off. So now after doing this, you're going to also work on the other one without creating the buttonholes, because it will be the part for the buttons. So you can go on ahead, do create your buttonholes, and then also put the other part of the sweater back, and you put the stitches back onto the needles. You do the ribbing and you cast off. Then we shall be working. We shall now do the makeup of the whole body, and you see how it will be coming up together, because we are also going to work on the neckband, the back part of the neck. So after doing these two bands of the front, we are also going to work on the back part of the sweater. So go on ahead and do that. We shall meet when we are going to work on the back part of the sweater. After this, I'm going to join. After working on this, I'll show you how you can join these on to the back part, so that we are able to create the neckband. Please ensure to cast off loosely so that your work doesn't curve in. I think I did a mistake and I have to undo, and because you see my work is kind of curved in, I have to cast off loosely. I'm done working on these bands, for the front parts. The two pieces are done. Now I'm going to join the shoulder part of the two pieces. Once they are all joined, we shall be adding a small band at the back as well here. So I'm joining this with these tails that I'd left behind. I'm just joining with my hand using the blind stitch method. It's the one I've always used. Just pick up 2 stitches this side, into its stitches the other side, just like that. So I'm going to knit this up to here. I'm not knitting this band, I'm just knitting up to where the band starts from. And also after that, I'm also going to knit this side as well and stop here. Then I'm going to come back as we are putting on the neckband, the back neckband. Yes, so go on ahead and do that, and we shall meet there. So join these parts, the two fronts, and now we are going to work on this neck area. So in the same way, just pick up stitches for this part which has remained after joining the two fronts. So you pick up the stitches, and you put them back onto the needles one by one, and then thereafter you're going to knit 10 rows for the band like we did with the side front. So we knit those 10 rows, and then you create the ribbing, and then after I cast off just like that. So that's basically what I'm going to do for this band. So go on ahead and do that, and we shall meet as you are winding, as we are going to join. Now after this, we are going to be working on joining the sleeves. Yes, so go on, put back your work, that back part of the skirt of the sweater onto the needles, pick up the stitches one by one, knit your 10 rows, do the band, cast off, and then we meet as we are doing the sleeves. I'm working in tension 7. So like earlier, I'm not considering this one row, so I'm just going to do 10. The same way, undo, redo, do the purl stitch, you undo the knit with the purl, and then you do the knit stitch. So go on ahead and do that, and then we shall meet after. So I finished joining all these parts together, as you can see, and also the sleeve. This is the other part of the sleeve. I joined it straight up, down, and now what is remaining is attaching it to the entire body. So what we are going to do, what I actually did was to see this part here. Just got my needle, so you can get a stitch marker and label where you want to end. However, me, what I did was to pick up my stitch and just straighten this out so that I know that the tip is right here. Then I picked up this stitch from up here and went on up here at the edge of the shoulder, and then I did the blind stitch. So what you're going to do is to join the sleeves alone separately, and then you attach them to the body. As simple as that. So you pick up the stitches and you attach it to the body, this side, and then after I also join this side, so the whole sleeve will be attached, and then you join this end. So you subscribe if you haven't. Haven't you loved these videos so far? Yes, there's a lot more coming up, so consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed. Like this video, share it in your groups. Thank you for everyone who takes out time to share this video, all my videos. I really do appreciate all your love and effort for Aboki Knits. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much. Aboki Knits loves you. So you go on ahead and join it up And after attaching the sleeves, both sleeves, your sweater will be ready, your cardigan will be ready, and you're good to go. I'll show you when I am done. I don't have buttons as per now, but I'll show you when I attach the buttons and when the cardigan is ready. Thank you so much for watching. So I went on ahead and I finished the cardigan, did the sleeves. I didn't add the buttons as I expected to add them, so I thought it was okay without having the buttons on. So this is how it has turned out to be. You can go on ahead, let me know what you think about this particular video. You can give me comments in the comment section below and share with your friends. This has been one of those long requested videos, and I thought, why not to make for myself a cardigan and as well as share with you that tutorial. So let me know what you think about this video. I'll be happy to read all the comments in the comment section below. See you next time. Bye bye.